You have to be satisfied with a seemingly complete performance tonight.
I told them in the outfield, it's without a doubt our best game of the year. We made a lot of good plays, really good defensive plays. We get 12 hits. We have a lot of balance up and down the lineup, and then you get a quality start. Tate wasn't perfect, but he fought through. A little shaky first, and then he had that fourth inning where his back was against the wall. You got to be able to fight out of those situations, and he did. And then, we get Luke Seed back, and we get, Wiegman. That's his first outing of his career. So some first, but a complete game. Like I said, our best game of the year.
On Seed and Ben going to the mound first time, what did you think of their first performances out there?
They've been throwing in some sim scrimmages, and we've been anxious. I thought, from last year, Seed really grew a lot and was in a lot of unfortunate situations. He was a tough luck pitcher last year and gave us opportunities to win, and we just never seemed to do enough. He looks stronger. The velocity's up. And I know it's a one-inning stint, but I got big visions for Seed this year. We just got to give him time to get his endurance back up. For Wiegman, it's his first inning of his college career. It's a power arm. It's electric stuff, but you just never know how they're going to handle the speed of the game. And he looked pretty darn comfortable. I don't care what the score is. That's your first career inning coming off of an injury early in your career. And again, I keep saying it, our pitching depth could be a real strength of this club.
Staying on pitching, it seemed like Keener probably put up the best pitching outing you had so far up to the season. What do you think about not only just his start tonight, but how he's looked in his 3 starts for the season so far?
He gives you a chance to win. He competes, and he's pitched a lot in his career here. As a freshman, he got thrown in some tough situations, and as a sophomore, when we were scuffling last year, he pitched some really good outings there. So he's very versatile, and he gives you a chance. So that's you want to play behind. You should play good defense behind Tate. He seems to compete. He's going to throw the ball in the zone, and I was just really pleased tonight. I've been challenging this group. I'm not going to act like we're the best defensive team in the country, but we're better than we've played. We just had not played good defense those first couple weeks, and we got talent, we got skill. We just got to trust it, and you got to be on your toes, man. You got to have a desire to go out there and play great defense. So hopefully we keep this momentum.
On that note, Logan was one of the guys that struggled down in Florida, but a couple really nice defensive plays tonight. If you'd like, obviously, his progress so far.
He looks comfortable. He works extremely hard. Sean asked me on the radio, Knapchick from year 1 to year 2, and we talked about Fitzgerald and Hairston, and there's a big difference from year 1 to year 2, how comfortable they get. In Logan's case, those were his first games of his college career down in Florida. So I felt like the game sped up on him a little bit. I felt like he was a little tentative, and when you get like that and you don't want the fly ball hit to you, then it's hit to you, and it showed. And he works hard. He's going to give us everything he got, and it's just to see his growth in about 3 weeks. And I keep challenging our kids, guys, we're not a finished product, man. We're going to work. We're going to get better. Just have a growth mindset. You never arrive. Don't think you're going to get comfortable. Just show up every day wanting to get better. And it seems like we're getting a little bit better in a lot of areas that I notice. I don't know if the fans notice, but I'm taking a lot of notes during the game, and I'm checking boxes going, okay, we talked about that. We addressed that, and we're getting better.
What are some of your thoughts on Christian Knapchick? He seems like he's done a phenomenal job in the leadoff hole so far, and it seems like his defense is a lot better than it already was last season.
Yeah, freshman, it's hard to be a college middle infielder as a freshman, as I talked about Fitzgerald and Hairston, and just takes time. The speed of the game, as we talked about with Logan, and it's a special player. It's a high energy guy. He's not perfect, and he had a couple hiccups in those first few weeks, but he's got to play great defense even when he's struggling a little bit offensively. In the ACC, you're going to have some tough nights offensively, and I think he's a really good hitter. I kind of let him do his thing. I don't try to handle his at bats like I have some leadoffs over the years, but he's growing. Like I said, we got a lot of that sophomore group is intriguing because some played last year, and Peyton and Knapchick, but some didn't, and Benson and Humphrey and Beard. So they need a little more time, and you can see it in those three. They're just a little behind, but I think they'll get there.
One of your vets, he's not going to let you take him out of the lineup. Bianco just continues to be on fire at the plate.
Yeah, he's swinging it well, and I think when I DH you, man, that's got to be a confidence booster. Like the DH, he's been here long enough to see who the DHs have been over the years, with Zach Britton's and when Henry Davis wasn't in the lineup, and that has been a huge spot for us. And he's swinging it so well that I trust him defensively, and he's in a good spot offensively. Hopefully, he just doesn't feel like he's got to do more than he's doing now. And with rushing, his versatility, and Peyton, how well he's playing, it's just nice. I mean, we got options. So, as a coach, you're always who's the next guy up, and that's what we're trying to figure out in these first 3 weeks is, okay, who are the 10, 12, 13 guys that we can count on day in and day out. So it's good to see him play well.
First doubleheader of the year, you looking forward to it?
75 degrees and sunny, and I mean, how can you not want to play 18 or more innings tomorrow? So yeah, I told our guys, and we haven't been great on Saturday. We got an edge to us on Friday. We started a series with some edge, and then for some reason we've lost that edge, and we've waited for the other team to punch us in the mouth, and that's too late sometimes. And so I'd like to think we're going to show up with an edge tomorrow, and I'm not saying we're going to play perfect, but I'm anxious to see us come out and have a good long day of baseball.
In terms of tightening up rotations and shoring them up amongst both the pitching staff and players out in the outfield, what have you taken away from these first 3 weeks, and how much closer are you to maybe tightening it up a little bit?
I mean, you always feel like you're closer, but again, it goes back to that opening press conference. Man, I just love our depth. I mean, I think, Ferris gets another inning tonight. I mean, there's guys that we're going to keep flipping the ball to that I think can pitch and be very versatile, So like the saying goes, you never have enough pitching, So we feel like we have enough. We just got to keep running those guys out there. And tomorrow, when you think of 18 innings, I'm excited. We'll probably get a first-time start there in Koger. Phillips will get his second start. And we'll continue to run out a lot of talented arms tomorrow. So we're not a finished product yet, but we're getting there. I mean, I think you can tell kind of what position players and again, pitchers, I feel good about the depth we have.
Great, Tim.
Thanks.